Hey everyone, today is the beginning of my new fitness regimen. The first 5 minutes of this video will be a vlog of my morning routine and how I start my day, and the beginning of my journey, how my physique is looking today. And the last 15 minutes of this video will be how I count my macros. And if you like to learn, stick around. So, let's go. Hey guys, so I typically eat on my way to the gym. I walk there. It's like a 12-minute walk, so it's a perfect time to go ahead and eat while getting my body pumping and flowing. And hella, bro. And there's like mirrors, so if you're like hella conceited like me, you can look at yourself. It's marble on the outside though. But yeah, see you guys in like an hour and a half. So I just left the gym and I'm playing Pokemon Go, and you're not gonna guess the Pokemon that I literally just caught. Hey y'all, so I left the gym, and since I'm a real ass bitch, I'm gonna let y'all know that I was hella doing it up for the cameras, and I haven't used the pre-workout all week because I'm running out and those were my last 3 pills. But I really can tell the difference. Like, I felt so energized at the end of the workout. I kind of wanted to keep going, but I was like, damn, what else could I do? Pretty much. So yeah, if you don't use pre-workout, I suggest that you use it because you'll definitely tell the difference in getting through your workout and pushing harder during your workout. But yeah, that just reminds me that I need to order some more. Anyways, I'm on my way, walking back home, and literally about to just shower, and then I'm gonna figure out my macros because I'm about to start this diet, and I'm gonna show y'all that it's really, I mean, this is what I do. I just Google shit. That's what's available. And let me roll across the street, get this light. Hey guys, so I just got out the shower and had my post-gym meal, which was just 4 eggs. So now I can just jump right into letting you guys know what I do to get my diet under control and basically just get back into shape. I am gonna do like before shots, but I'll wait until after. What? Fine, I'll go ahead and do it now.
You've been waiting for it, I'm waiting too. In my imagination, I be all up on you. I know you got that fever for me, 102. And boy, I know I feel the same, my temperature's through the roof. If it's a camera up in here, then it's only within what I do. If it's a camera up in here, then I best like I just click on YouTube.
So, this is it. This is me flexed. Completely relaxed. And I'm pushing it out. Yeah. So I know a lot of you guys are gonna say, oh, you're not fat, blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't know. Like, I have like back fat and love handles. I don't know. It's like I never had like jiggle like this before. Like, this is really dramatic for me. Coming from this picture.
Chicka wow wow.
Now to this. It's a dramatic change. I mean, I am still working out, so I am still getting stronger, but yeah, enough of that. That moment when you're about to film and then this happens. Like, you couldn't have done that at any other time. Okay, so if that's all you wanted to see, bye-bye, you can leave now. But if you really want to know how I figure out what to eat and how to track my diet and count macros, stick around. So everybody asks me, oh, what do I do to count macros? Or like, what do I do for my diet? And I mean, I've looked this up before, but I didn't write it down. Maybe if this is like maybe 25, 30 years ago, I would have wrote it down and I could just hand it off to people. But I mean, since this is 2016 and the interweb is at our fingertips, I literally just do this every time. So I go onto Google and right here I have how to count macros. Since I'm bulking, I'm gonna search for calculate macros for bulking. And I'm just gonna click the first choice. That always seems to be the best. Sorry guys, my computer is slow AF. If you don't know what macros are, it is the amount of carbohydrates, fats, and proteins that you're gonna be intaking. And that's gonna be basically the only thing that you're calculating. And I would suggest counting macros, which also gives you the leeway in your diet. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm a foodie. I love to eat and I love to eat different things. I can't just eat just chicken and rice every single day. Like, that's just not for me. So with counting macros, you can just monitor what you're eating. It's all in the app, MyFitnessPal. I suggest this to anybody that asks me. Obviously, this isn't a sponsored video. It's really just the best app because now that so many people have used it, everything is in there from any like restaurant that you're at or like grocery store items. I mean, literally anything is in there. So you literally just type the name of the food and it's already programmed in, and then you add it to your schedule and you know exactly what you are eating. It finally got up. Since some of you might not know this, I'm just gonna go ahead and read this off so you know exactly like what it is that you are putting into your body. So it says, that's funny, tattoo this on your forearm if it helps, but obviously nobody's gonna do that. But a gram of protein contains four calories, right? A gram of carbohydrates also contains 4 calories, and then a gram of fat contains 9 calories. I'm not so much cutting yet. I will start cutting September. Now it's July, September, but I'm not a full-on bulk. So I'm gonna do calculate my macros for bulking, but I'm gonna kind of skim that back a little bit. That way I'm still at the highest amount of calories, but I'm not really gaining too much weight, more so just muscle. So we're gonna go around like that, and I'm gonna have a pretty clean diet. I'm not gonna do any like fast or junk or candy, maybe like 1 cheat day per week or something like that. So yeah, I really just wanna go through this step by step with you guys because this is literally what I'm gonna do because I'm literally calculating my macros right now. So step 1, determining calories. It says first step again is to calculate roughly how many calories you need per day. Contrary to the cutting article, there'll be no category for sedentary folks who do little to no exercise. If you're not training hard at least twice per week, you'll have very little or hard time gaining lean mass, as your muscles won't be exposed enough to stimulate growth. So basically, this is a little geared toward people who gym multiple times a week. But I mean, if you really have a goal, you have a fitness goal, you're gonna gym more than twice a week. You need to gym at least 3, 4, if you can, 5 times a week. I gym 5, if not 6 times a week. So part 1 for men. Take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by 18, 20, or 22. Multiply by 18 if you have a sedentary job and train hard with weights 2 to 3 times per week. Multiply by 20 if you have an active job and train hard with weights 2 to 3 times per week, or have a sedentary job but train hard with weights 4 to 6 times per week, or 2 to 3 times per week with additional high intensity cardio sessions thrown in. Which is the mouthful, but yeah, there are multiple ways you can definitely keep up your activity and fitness routine without, gymming 6 times a week. But for me, I do 5 times a week. Maybe the 6th day I will do like hiking or like up and down stairs or anything like that. And then also multiply by 22 if you have an active job and train hard with weights 4 to 6 times per week, or you're an athlete performing multiple weights and cardio sessions weekly or even daily. So for me, I'm going to multiply by 20 because I am kind of bulking, but I'm not really. I mean, maybe I should do 19. Nah, I'm gonna do 20 because I'm still pretty much bulking and I gym enough. So my body, last time I weighed myself, I haven't directly, which I will adjust this in my next video when I get my measurements, my body fat percentage, and my weight. But last time I weighed myself, I was 192. So I'm gonna do 192 times 20 equals 3,840. I don't know if I'm gonna do all that. And I know I also have a lot of women who do follow me, so this is for you. How to calculate your calories for women. So this article says, in my experience, women gain muscle much more slowly than men, mainly due to having lower levels of muscle building hormones like testosterone. Therefore, going with the 18, 20, and 22 figures would lead to excessive fat gain, and in all, for regular women, this is what you do. Multiply by 16 if you have a sedentary job and train hard with weights 2 to 3 times per week. Multiply by 17 if you have an active job and train hard with weights 2 to 3 times per week, or have a sedentary job but train hard with weights 4 to 6 times per week, or 2 to 3 times per week with additional high intensity cardio sessions thrown in. And then multiply by 18 if you have an active job and train hard with weights 4 to 6 times per week, or you're an athlete performing multiple weights and cardio sessions weekly or even daily. Step 2 is going to be working out protein. Take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by 0.8 to get your required protein intake per day. So I'm going to do 0.8 times 192 equals 153.6. And also, I don't know if you guys were probably thinking, oh, well, don't you have your macros from last time? But last time I weighed less than I do now. So my macros are gonna be different, so I'm gonna have to recalculate them. So if you already counted your macros before and you're starting a new thing, unless you weigh the exact same as you did last time, you're gonna have to recalculate your macros. And step 3 is gonna be working out fat. The eagle-eyed among you will notice that the following is almost an exact replica of the fat calculation from the cutting article. This isn't a mistake, though there are some extra caveats at the bottom. You will need between 0.3 and 0.6 grams of fat per pound of body weight. This should be largely based off personal preference, as provided you're hitting a minimum of 0.3 and not exceeding a 0.6, you're okay. So that's good. Sure. To determine what your ideal intake should be, you should ask yourself what your favorite types of foods are. If you tend to err towards fattier foods such as cheese, bacon, nuts, and fatty desserts aim for 0.5 or 0.6 grams of fat per pound. You'll likely enjoy a diet far more and therefore be much more likely to stick to it if you have more room for your preferred higher fat foods. If, on the other hand, you are a carboholic and crave bread, pastas, crisps, and pretzels, aim for 0.3 or 0.4 grams per pound. Your carb intake and fat intake will be inversely proportional. So the higher the one is, the lower the other has to be. Therefore, you can go lower with your fat intake in order to consume more carbs. The only caveat to the above, though these are really minor details, is that athletes focused on performance and needing to recover quickly should keep their carbs high to moderate. So they may fare better with the 0.3 to 0.4 grams per pound figures to allow for a higher carb consumption. Plus, for those who carry a large amount of muscle mass and have a higher body weight, your calorie intake will be fairly high. Carbs and fat are inversely proportional, so the more you have one, the less you have the other. Therefore, it may benefit you to go with 0.5 to 0.6 grams of fat per pound. So your carbohydrate intake is a little lower. Unless you want pretzels and rice cakes coming out of your ears, eating a lot of carb-based foods with little fat can get monotonous, tasteless, and become a chore. So adjust your macros accordingly, which is something that I don't want to do. So for my fat, I'm gonna do 0.4. So it's gonna be 0.4 times 192 equals 76.8. So I'm gonna round that up to 77 grams. Grams of fat. And then working out carbs. I'll just read this for you. The calculation for working out carb intake is the same as for fat loss diet, but clearly you'll be working with different numbers. You'll need daily calorie targets to be handy with. Take your daily protein intake and multiply it by 4. There are 4 calories in a gram of protein, so this will give you how many calories you're consuming from protein each day. $154 times 4. That's going to be 616. And then for the fat, it's going to be 77 times 9. It's going to be 693. Then it says add these two numbers together and subtract the result from the total number of calories you're aiming for each day. So that's going to be 693 plus 616 equals 1309. And my total is 3840, 1309 equals 2,531. I'm gonna divide that by 4. It's gonna be 632. Maybe I should have went for less, because that's a lot of food to be eating. I mean, if I'm like cutting down and gymming, I think I'm gonna start gymming also twice per day, at least 2 to 3 times per week. So, probably gonna need that. But yeah, I mean, it's really not that that difficult. I'll link this site below and in the description box, so you can figure it out yourself. And I think that's all I pretty much have for today. So please comment below if this helped you out. Let me know if you have any questions of anything else fitness wise and what else I'm going to be doing. Like I said before, my next video I will be doing my measurements, my body fat content, and my current actual weight. So yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and share with anyone that might want to know direct guide on how to figure out your macros, and please subscribe. I post weekly videos if you like this one, or videos on obviously curly hair. So see you guys next time. Bye.